Hey guys, it's Justin at the Downward Dog, and I've got something a little bit different to show you guys. I've had a couple of pistons show up. Now I've got a pack of 6 for the Colvin Schmitz. These are a 4-ring piston off of the 352 170. I think they said it was 170 or 177 horsepower. Naturally aspirated. So you can see that just a cast piston. These are a high comp piston as well. So these are a 17 to 1, and then I've got a 16 and a half to 1 NA piston as well. Or sorry, that's no, they're both NA pistons, and this has got the valve reliefs in it. Now I bought this piston just as an individual piston because I wanted to find out like the markings for the valve reliefs. They're both 352 pistons. They're basically when you go up, you're gonna see that they're fairly different in lengths. So if I show you this, these have an extended skirt on them. The pin heights and the deck heights are the same. It's the actual extra length in the bottom of the skirt. So if I roll these pistons on the side, you can see that they've got a longer skirt. They also change where they put the ring pack. Now they've got the same pin height here, so your pin to your deck for the compression ratio, but the bowl sizes are different. So what you can find, depending on the pistons, and I found quite a few of these, they're running different bowl diameters, depths, and also some of them have on the 366 pistons, you'll notice it, they actually have a raised portion in the center here. It's like a little dome that helps with combustion as well. This should be pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these pistons with the longer skirts and everything, get them milled so they've got the valve reliefs in them. So you see it's got a smaller combustion bowl in it. I'm not sure if you can see that in the video, but it's got a slightly smaller bowl. That's not as big. And then we're going to get those milled for the valve reliefs to have clearance for the new camshaft for the 352, which is coming out of my Downward Dog and then going into the other Mog sitting over here after a rebuild. So they'll have a custom camshaft, the pistons modified, a full rebuild, heavy-duty valve springs, which I've worked out as far as all the ratios in a previous post. You'll see that we're bumping the seat pressure up a little bit. That's for maintaining the valve train, and just because the ramping on the cam's a little bit more aggressive, but it's not not overly harsh. Which is good because we want to keep reliability in the engines, but we want to have the better performance. So we're going to rebuild the 352 A motor with the pistons here. Go back to standard bore sizes. And I've got the 366 sitting over here. Now I won't have pistons for this until June, but what I'm going to do is I've got new sleeves coming for it with pistons, so they'll be pretty much match board. The machinist will still check them out. They'll get the same camshaft as a 352, and then it's going to get a little bit of head work. We've got cylinder head studs. Both engines will be getting the MLS head gaskets, which are those over there, which I worked with a company overseas to get made up, and worked with Ben down at Mog Central, which is now carrying these gaskets for doing a performance setup. I think there's a couple of guys already running them in their trucks, just with standard setups, pistons and stuff like that. And I believe Ben's done a little bit there as well. I'll probably get corrected if I'm wrong, which usually happens, but not too worried about it. It's just all fun and games down in here. Can't wait to do the performance build. I'm sure a few of you guys are like myself, wanting to get cab jacks from the auctions. There's quite a few good ones up there right now. So I'm trying to get one for each of the trucks so I can pull the motors out and do it that way. So I'll be pretty busy. Probably still going to have to rent a forklift and a jib once I've got the cab up to pull the motor out the front. Because if you jack the cab up vertically, you'll find that coming out the side, I think Ian was mentioning something about that he had a little bit of trouble doing sideways. I don't have the room to go in sideways, and plus the truck's going to be staying in the position it's in. So yeah, that's going to be the way to get it out, forklift and jib. I've done it before when I've worked on trucks on the Unimogs before, and yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. But just wanted to show you those few bits with the pistons. So they do work. Same crankshaft number, same rod number, as far as part numbers and everything. Blocks the same as far as the naturally aspirated. So I've checked all those, checked all the measurements, wanted to make sure that there wasn't going to be any clearance issues. As far as having the squirters or anything like that. And if I do run into any issues, the bottom of the pistons can be milled. They can be shortened to be the same length if I need to. So you can see, I'm not sure if you can see it there in the castings, but they've already pre-shortened those. You can see these they're ported. You've got the porting in there. These have it as well, just a little bit different. But yeah, there's a lot of learning, probably still a bit of stuff to do as far as once it's assembled, working with the machinist and seeing what changes we might have to make. But that's part of building a performance truck. I don't know what the horsepower will be on the 352. I'm guessing if you're running around 30 pounds of boost, depending on the turbo volume of air pressure, volume of air and the boost pressure, should be able to yield hopefully around that 280, 300 horsepower, pretty reliable at the flywheel, not at the wheels, because that'd be pretty hard going. But with the 366, I'm aiming for just over 500 at the flywheel. So yeah, anyways, we'll see how it all goes. Thanks for watching my long video, and you guys take it easy. Happy Easter.